All right.
Go ahead, Ralph, you start us.
Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Okay. 6:09, February 20th. Records show that all members of the committee are present. I'd entertain a motion to dispense with the readings of the last minutes.
Second.
I did make a mistake.
We do need to make a correction.
Okay.
No, Fred was absent and it was Ralph, so I'll fix that.
Okay.
So if anybody just wants to make a motion.
Make a motion to amend the minutes
Amend,
as
thank
such.
you.
Sorry about that.
Okay, for, I guess it would be old business, because we're continuing on the letter.
Public input.
Oh, sorry, public input? Good, okay, thank you.
There's no correspondence.
Well,
Well, except
Not-
for your
yeah.
letter, and if you
Correct.
want to read that into,
you want to read it into record? Is that what you want to?
if you want to.
No, I don't think so. I mean,
Okay.
everyone has a copy of it.
Yep.
So, I guess that would come under old business, because it's continuation. So, as you recall at the last meeting, we drafted a letter, we sent it to Sutphen. I grew a little concerned as of a couple of days ago, I hadn't heard from them. I checked to make sure it got sent, it did, but they had not contacted me, so I reached out to Sutphen Corporate, and ended up by getting a hold of the gentleman we were trying to get over, Steve Audette, who is the corporate service manager. He said he had not gotten the letter, so I resent it to him as we were on the phone. I explained what our situation was. Good guy, sounded like, very understanding. So basically what he did was he gave me that Sutphen will come out, or Sutphen Corporate will come out and do a complete inspection of the truck. Similar to what they do when they do the third party, when the aerial testing comes out, but this is the manufacturer coming out. It's $1,400 plus expenses. I had a verbal conversation with Mr. Knickerbocker, who felt that that was a worthwhile purchase. Before we're finished tonight, I'd like to vote, and we'll recommend whether to do it or not. But basically, he said he'll come out, they'll do a full stem to stern inspection of the truck, and with that, give us a price of repairs and what we thought the status of the truck was. I explained to him that, we fully understand it's an older truck, and we understand the repair is not gonna get us another 20 years, but we need to get the thing back in service so that we can move on to the next step of what we're gonna do about replacing it. He was completely understandable on that. He's already starting to put together a price. The other part of our conversation was, I explained to him that we've been told that this was and I'll use some of the words that have been thrown around, a pet project of Tom Sutphen's, and there's no records, there's no blueprints or anything. His words, not mine. I find that extremely hard to believe, and if you get me the chassis number, I'm sure that we have the records, because this was only in '06. He goes, if we were talking about a truck built in '71, I'd say maybe, but he goes, to be honest with you, he said, that's bullshit. So I said, okay, so I got the chassis number, I sent that over to him, and I expected to have it maybe by tomorrow. That we'll have the the contract between the town of Bethel and the corporation and what they did, and a full list of the work that they did. So, because he actually said, well, I'm gonna need that to send this technician out. So I described the situation with the chatter and whatnot. He agreed that it sounds hydraulic. He went through the chafing blocks and cable slack, which we didn't feel it was. I talked to him about how we set it up. So he's like, okay, fine. So they're gonna come out and do that. So I guess the first part of that is I would be looking for a recommendation from the committee to the town of Bethel to I don't know, do we have put a cash limit on it? Do we say 1,400 plus expenses? I don't know how we would,
The
in the
email
form
that
of a
I
motion.
read, that's what Matt said.
Right.
You said 1,400 plus expenses.
Correct.
So, that's
so
would
do
be
we
okay.
don't need to put a dollar amount on it. We could say we make a recommendation to the town of Bethel to okay Sutphen Corporate for
Come out.
1,400 plus
Yep.
expenses. So I need a, yes, sir, discussion.
Just a question.
Yeah.
How long does it take him to get out here once you give him the okay? on the
He was
contract?
already putting it together. He said that he could probably be out here within a week to 2 weeks, and it would take probably another week or 2 weeks to get a report back. So at the most, a month for us to have a report back.
Okay.
And he said, depending on what they find, he said, again, it's not just a sales guy, it's a service rep that's coming, that there's a good chance that he may be able to do the repairs while he's here, if, you know, I get the okay. I explained the situation of, you know, 5-star and Sutton East, and he said, I completely get that, we hear that all the time now, this will be somebody from corporate that'll come out and do this, so, it's okay, fine. So again, I'd be open for a motion and to recommend that to the town.
I'll make the motion.
Second it.
Okay, so motion's made and seconded to $1,400 plus expenses to hire Sutton Corporate to come and do this, they call it a service contract, to come and do a stem to stern inspection of the truck, and then we'll await their results. Okay, all those in favor?
Aye.
Okay. I have nothing else. Does anybody have anything else?
Motion to adjourn.
Seeing as no other business, motion to adjourn?
So moved.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you, Donna.
Yes, ma'am.
There's